Hey everybody, J.M. Manion here at the NPC Photo General. I'm here with your reigning, defending IFBB Bikini Olympia champion, Jennifer Dorie. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's nice to be back here in a new setting.
You brought the snow to Pittsburgh.
Oh my goodness, it was a blizzard this morning, so it felt like being back home in Canada.
It's a good thing, right?
No.
Right, because Mark can't drive in it. Or that's what you basically said, right?
He had a little bit of a hard time. It's nice to look at from inside the window. And that's about it.
Yeah, we were quite surprised that it was going to snow too, but I guess with, two Canadians here, that just doubled the chances.
It knew we were coming and it just had to give us a taste of home.
So, anyways, how are things going with you?
Everything's going good. I'm feeling good. We're 5 weeks out of the Olympia, so it's crunch time, game time, and just staying focused, staying in my own lane. Eyes on me, eyes on the prize, one day at a time.
All right. So everybody that's come in recently, pretty much all of them were in the Pittsburgh Pro. You were sitting in the audience. What did you think when you were sitting there watching all that?
I need to be up there. It was hard for me to sit there and watch and wish that I was up there. But at the same time, it was nice to be a spectator and get to cheer everyone else on and just get to see from the other side of the stage. And it just motivated me, to be honest. I know I went home that weekend and was like, okay, let's make the most out of from now until Olympia and just make every single day count. So it motivated me to be even better, seeing the caliber of what everyone was bringing to stage. And I just knew that the rest was going to do my body so much better. And it did. So
yeah, I mean, I tried to make that as close to the mini Olympia as it could be.
You did, but you forgot me.
No, I didn't forget you. You didn't need to be on there.
That's true. That's very true.
But that's why you were in the front row, though.
That's why I was in the front row, just scoping out the competition so I know for Olympia.
So do you think I would actually leave you out?
Of course not. I know you mentioned me in the video. We talked about it.
That was more to get Mark worked up.
Mark was like, he wants you to do Pittsburgh? I'm like, no. We were like, no shows, just rest from even the Arnolds, chose not to do the Arnolds. I was at the Arnold too. Actually got to interview Laura Lee when she won. So again, it was the same thing, like nostalgic. Being there and being backstage and not competing felt a bit weird, but I knew long-term it was going to be for the best.
Right. So we haven't had somebody win back-to-back Olympias in quite a while.
I'm here to make it happen. That's the goal. That's a game plan, to go for that back-to-back Olympia this year. So I'm confident in myself and the improvements that I've been able to make. I know I'll be able to bring definitely a more improved package from last year, but just I think the energy that I'll bring to the stage, knowing that I'm the defending champ, is just going to be different than any other year.
Well, another thing that's going to be different is having 4 Olympic champions in the contest with you, Issa, Janet, and Ashley.
I'm excited. I think it'll be fun, and more competition is always better for the fans who are watching and for us competing, because knowing that there's that level of athletes up there, plus all of the other girls who are competing are incredible as well. It just motivates me that I know I have to push that much harder, because we're all like neck to neck right there. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think we've ever had a Bikini Olympia where there was 4 Bikini Olympia champions in it.
I think this will for sure be the most competitive lineup there, between how many people we have competing and the caliber of athletes and all the Olympian athletes and Arnold champs. We have a lot of people competing.
Yeah, I mean, in a way.
How many Arnold champs do we have?
So I know Ashley, India. Yes.
Ashley, India, Janet, Lisa,
Laura said 6. Yes.
It's going to be a good one. It'll be really exciting.
Yeah, that's something too. That's crazy when you think about that.
It is. It's crazy. Just to see how much the sport continues to grow and the caliber of athletes. Just everyone keeps leveling up year to year, and it's fun to watch and evolve with the sport. So.
And the thing is, all of you are young, so it's not like this is going to go away next year.
No, a lot of us are just kind of there's some of the OGs in there, and then there's also us newbies who are kind of turning into the OGs now. So it's like kind of like a generation clash. It's cool.
Which is what Pittsburgh ended up being. I even said in my interview with India, I didn't even plan that part. That just kind of organically happened. Yeah. Like the OGs versus the new breed.
The new breeds. It was cool to watch, and even for me to get to see India back up on stage was awesome. It was a lot of fun, because I've seen her competing since I first got into it. So it'll be fun to compete with her on stage at the Olympia too.
Yeah, the Olympia is the only title she doesn't have.
There you go. I'm sure she's gunning for it then.
I thought you were going to say, well, she's going to have to wait.
I know you wanted me to say that. I'm not saying that.
You can nod.
I'm not nodding, but I'm just confident in what I'm bringing. And for me, if I didn't wholeheartedly believe that I could win the Olympia again this year, I wouldn't have competed. I would have just said, okay, I won the Olympia. I'm done. That's it. If I didn't think that I had room to improve and that I could come back being better, I just wouldn't step on stage and chance losing. So I can say without a doubt, I believe I'm going to win. So.
Okay, that's good. You're there to defend the title.
Exactly. And I mean, if you go, any of us, every single person competing on the Olympia stage, it's a privilege to be there. We all work hard to get there. We're all bringing our best, but you have to go into it believing that you're going to win, or else you can't show up on stage expecting to win if you don't present that kind of energy. Right.
I mean, and let's be honest. I mean, Ashley, Janet, Issa, they're all looking for another Olympia win too.
I think, yeah, exactly. And that's like what makes this prep so different for me. It's just that drive and motivation, that knowing that, we're all chasing after going for that second one, that it's just that much more exciting.
I mean, this Bikini Olympia is really turning into the best of the best in all seriousness.
Exactly. Yeah, it really is. And that's what's going to make it the most exciting for everyone watching. So if you guys haven't got your tickets yet, you better hurry up before they sell out, because it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, and we're going to have like 60 some competitors on stage, because we still have some contests after this, and you have the top 3 from the points.
I think this will be the biggest Bikini Olympia yet. So there'll be a lot of athletes and a lot of international athletes too, which is great.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of good quality competitors.
So even though there's 60, it's not like any of them can't be in that first call out. I think there's 60 athletes who are all incredible athletes, and it could go any which way, really. And especially with bikini, sometimes it's a toss of a coin between, like, 1 point difference between certain people. So we'll see what happens. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna be in anticipation who's gonna be in that first call out.
I know. I think all of us are, even, us as athletes, because of course we compete against each other. But for me, I'm still a fan of the sport and a fan of all the athletes I compete with. So it's exciting to see everyone getting ready, and just like as the hype and the pressure kind of builds up week by week. So I'm excited. I'm anxiously awaiting that first call out too. Well,
and what's also nice is you can literally just drive down the street.
Exactly. I will stay in the hotel just because it doesn't feel real to me unless I'm like in the hotel and stuff. But I think Wednesday I'll probably check into the hotel, but no travel, no stress. We'll definitely make it for a much easier week.
Yeah. So has there been any changes from training from last year's Olympia to this Olympia?
I think the biggest thing for me was just taking an off season to rest. I had 11 months of an off season to just improve, to get my body to a good spot, to rest, recover, and just come back fresh was the look that I wanted. So conditioning this year will be better. Shape this year will be better. Presentation this year will be better.
So this has been has this been the longest time you've gone without competing?
100%, yeah. This has been the longest time, because when I turned pro and I did my pro debut in 2018, I just kept doing back to back to back. So I kept qualifying for the Olympia. It was 18, 19, 20, 21. And then finally I took a rest now. So this is the first year that I've had an actual true long off season. But it paid off. I think my body's in a good spot. I'm able to eat a lot more food, don't have to do as much cardio, and my body's just responding very well. So it's an easier prep for sure.
So what was easier to prep for, this Olympia or co-promoting the NPC high roller?
Oh my gosh. Doing both at the same time was tough. And I said to Mark, I was like, you know what, I'm glad that we got the show out of the way early on, that I can just focus the next, I think it was like 8 weeks or something until the Olympia. But it was a huge success. I mean, we had a lot of fun promoting the show. It was a lot of work, but it was a great event, and we're excited for next year's event. So
yeah, and they're going to add your name to the title now instead of just Mark's?
I think Tyler said he's going to do a pro bikini sanction for me. So we might end up doing pro bikini in conjunction with the NPC High Roller Royale.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Exactly. It'll be fun. And JM had a special idea for the winner of the pro bikini too.
Yes, but we can't go into that until it's official.
Not yet. You guys are going to have to register to find out.
So, all right. So taking on a co-promoter's role, I mean, what did you do to get ready? Just your experience of being at other contests, or what you liked, what you saw that you'd like to make different?
Yes.
No insight.
So for us, obviously my husband and I are both athletes. So we've been there, we've done that, we know the ins and outs of being an athlete on the other side of the stage. So the biggest thing for us was just making sure the athletes were taken care of first before anything. We wanted everyone to have a good experience, whether they placed first or if they placed dead last. We wanted to make sure it was memorable for them, that everything was taken care of, swag bags, goodie bags, all kinds of stuff, some awesome prizes, and just like tons of vendors and sponsors, and just go all out with the stage. I mean, anyone who knows Mark knows he loves to go all out with everything from his Versace outfits to the high roller stage. So he had to make it grand, and we were super happy with how it turned out. The feedback from all the athletes, they said it was incredible and kind of like just they hadn't seen a show like that in there. So
you had a lot of good support from the IFBB pros that live in Vegas that all came out. I mean, even Flex Lewis showed up.
Yeah, we had Flex came out, Jay came out. We had a ton of people, honestly, who came out to support, and we're lucky we have an amazing group of people out there in Vegas. We have a ton of Olympia champions and IFBB pros out there. So,
all right, yeah, it was. If you missed it this year, next year, when you see it come up on the schedule, when you see it come up on social media, make plans to be there for that also.
And you're also going to have stage photos by the one and only.
All right. So, are you going to be working any booths at the Olympia Expo?
So I think on the Friday, I will be at the Fit Tea and Impulse Energy booth for a couple hours, probably not for too long, just because I want to stay off my feet. And then we'll see on Saturday in between pre-judge and finals, might pop by and see.
Yeah. Okay. So while we're here, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Of course, my number one supporter, my number one fan, my husband, who's sitting here behind the camera. He even made this trip here with me, a long flight, a long day of travel, and he's been by my side the whole time. So he is by far the number one person I have to thank for helping me get here and just always supporting me in every way that he can and making my dreams come true for me. So he's the number one. And of course, all my sponsors, HD Muscle, Toxic Angels for my bikini, Pro Tan. I have a whole gang of awesome sponsors who help support me and make it happen. And the NPC and the IFBB Pro League, of course, for giving us this platform in the first place to even get to the Olympia. The only way to get to the Olympia stage is through the NPC. So if you guys are looking to compete, looking to get to the Olympia stage, the NPC is where it's at. So.
Okay. So normally I would wrap it up here, but I'm going to throw you one more question. Okay. Is there ever going to be a curly hair girl photo shoot part 2?
I mean, I hope so. I think we've all been bugging JM about it since we finished, because that's been one of the most talked about shoots and honestly one of the best trips that we've had. So I think that question has to go to you.
Doesn't have to go to me. You know who it has to go to.
I think we all agree there should be a curly girl shoot part 2.
Yeah, I mean, that is a photo shoot that, I mean, a year afterwards, people are still talking about it.
I think even still now, people still talk about it. So I had someone actually bring it up to me a couple of weeks ago, saying, "Oh, remember that curly girl shoot? That's how I saw, so-and-so and you and there." So it was cool.
Yeah, it turned out to be really iconic.
It did. It was an awesome shoot. And just, it was so much fun being on the boat, and just the whole weekend there was fun. So
no, the best thing was, as you can attest to, is you knew of some of these women, but you didn't know them.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the best part about the shoots that we get to do for all of the group shoots that I've been on. And you just kind of make like a lifelong friendship with them, because you get to spend the whole weekend with them. You're stuck on a boat for 12 hours with them, and you just have fun. We had a party on the boat, so it was a lot of fun.
Except for those waves.
Except for the waves. It's okay. We made it work.
Yeah, we did. So, all right. If you want to see Jen defend her title, you want to see the other divisions, go to MrOlympia.com. Get your tickets, get your hotel room. If you can't make it, get the pay-per-view. Yes, make sure to tune into the pay-per-view, purchase the live stream ahead of time. And honestly, if you can make it out there, this year is going to be epic. The stage and just the competition, the competitors, it's going to be incredible. So I would not miss it if I were you guys. All right. Well, JM. Jennifer Dorie. Signing out for NPCNewsOnline.com, and we will see you soon.